Okay, so I'm gonna give all you youngins out there a tip, okay? You're gonna wanna like highlight your hair and color your hair and like do all this sorts of fun stuff when you're young, you know, 14, 15, 16, even 17, 18, like all that sorts of fun stuff. You're gonna wanna do it. It's gonna be super fun. You're gonna have a great time doing it. But then there's gonna be a day that comes where you just don't really want to do that anymore and you kind of miss your natural hair color and you're going to want to go back to it. And then you're going to go back to it, let the hair color come out of your hair, and then realize that you now have gray hair. So you have to color your hair. I'm 20. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Amaya. So today's video is going to be so much fun. We are going to be doing a little tag trend thing that's been going around. I know I'm a little late to the game, but it is what it is, I suppose. So today we are going to be doing the $1,000 at Sephora tag. So if you have not seen any videos like this, basically what you do is pretend that you had a $1,000 gift card to Sephora and you go and fill your cart with all the things that you would buy and then come on here and talk about it. I'm super, super excited to do that today. I also saw Hannah, Smokey Glow, love her. I saw her do a version of this with indie makeup and I kind of want to do that. Also like maybe an Ulta version. I don't know. I feel like you could buy so much more stuff there because Sephora is so expensive, but let me know down below what you thought of that, if you'd want to see like a drugstore version of this or a indie version of this, let me know. But we're going to be doing the Sephora version today because I don't shop at Sephora. So if I had a $1,000 gift card to Sephora, there are so many things that I would buy. And yeah, let's just hop right into it, shall we? So I'm just gonna go through them in the order that they're in the cart because that's easiest. So the first thing that I have in my cart is this Natasha Denona Super Glow Highlighter in the shade number 2 Light Medium. So I have these guys right here. This is the Natasha Denona Blush and Glow, and then this is the Bronze and Glow. These are the mini versions. I absolutely love the Blush and Glow so much. I love the highlighter in here. It literally just is like Facetune glow for your face. It's not like a super blinding highlighter like the one I have on today, but it's just so beautiful for every day or for just brightening up your highlight. And then I also have the Bronze and Glow, which I do not like as much, and the highlighters seem to be a very similar formula to this one. And I would just love to have a full-size Natasha Denona highlighter because I think that it's gorgeous and I can tell that I'm getting close to hitting pan on the mini one. And this shade just looks really nice. It's described as a nude champagne color. It is literally just like the perfect champagne-y shade, and I just think it would look stunning on my skin when I'm tan, fair, anything like that. I just feel like I would get a lot of use out of it. It's $38, which is not that bad when you actually think about it because like Becca highlighters are $38. So this might actually be something that I end up picking up eventually. Right now, it's not, but this is not something that is like completely out of the question, like I'm never gonna pick it up. Okay, so now continuing on with the Natasha Denona, I would get the Biba palette. So this is the Biba All Neutral Eyeshadow Palette, and it cost $129, which is just freaking ridiculous for an eyeshadow palette. Like, you know how much crap I could buy for $129? But like, if I had $1,000, that'd be really different. And Natasha Denona's eyeshadow palettes, none of them have really called to me like the Biba palette has. And I think it's because it is obviously a very neutral palette. I also like the ratio between mattes and shimmers. I feel like there's a really good ratio of there being a lot more mattes than there are shimmers, which is personally what I like in a palette because I do like using like my Colourpop eyeshadows, or like I'm wearing the Hourglass like glittery eyeshadow on my lids today. I like doing that as opposed to using like pressed shimmer shadows. They're just not as much of my favorite, I guess. Definitely would grab that. I've heard Natasha Denona's formulas okay, and I've tried out the mini Lila palette, which I thought was fine. I didn't think it was amazing, and that's why I don't think I'm ever gonna actually buy this palette, but I would if I had the money. Okay, next I would grab one of the Hello Fab Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. Whew. I actually have this and I love it so much. It's such a good primer. I use it on days where I'm doing, you know, everyday makeup. I use it on days when I'm doing full glam makeup. It's just so hydrating. It makes your skin look so glowy. I honestly even use it on days when I'm not wearing any makeup because it just makes your skin look that good. So I have one of those, but I know I'm going to go through it quickly, and I just know that I would need to pick up another one if I had the chance. All right, next is the Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation. This is $48, which to me is just way expensive for a foundation. I really do buy like all drugstore foundations unless I get like a high-end foundation on sale. This just has really, really, really good reviews. It has an Allure Beauty Award. I didn't even know that Laura Mercier like had this foundation. It says it's a luminous liquid foundation with up to 15 hours of hydration and weightless medium to full coverage for a perfectly glowing finish in any light. And I just really like glowy foundations. I'm fine with matte foundations, and when I was dancing and also, you know, working long hours, matte foundations are my best friends because you could put a hydrating primer underneath them and they would last really long throughout the day. But because I'm doing a lot more staying at home or just wearing makeup for a few hours a day, I much prefer glowy makeup products because they just look better initially. So I would definitely want to try this out, and I haven't actually heard too many people talk about it, even though it's medium to full and I prefer like light to medium. I feel like I could make this work and it'd be really cool. So next I would pick up the Huda Beauty Obsessions eyeshadow palette in the shade Ruby. This is from the same collection as the Topaz one, and it's $27. I really like these palettes a lot. I talked about it in my recent eyeshadow palette declutter video. I just think the Huda eyeshadow palettes, the little tiny ones, are so cool. I know that there's mixed opinions about her big palettes, but the small ones are just so good. I don't know if they're the same formula, but I love them. And this one's just really, really pretty. I've been kind of wanting to get into more like reds and pinks, as you can see from my eyeshadow look today. It has 4 shimmers and 5 mattes, which I think is really nice, and all of the shimmers look really pretty and really cool, and I just like all the mattes. Like, they all seem very different. Even the 2 shades that are kind of similar, you can definitely tell that one's more red and one's more pink. And plus, this is only $27 and you get 6 shades in here, which honestly, I do think that that's a pretty good price for a higher end palette. So I definitely picked that up. Okay, next for $22, I would get the First Aid Beauty Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealer. I've been wanting this concealer since everyone like started raving about it when it first came out. So many people love this concealer, and it just seems like something that I would love. I love my concealers nowadays to be lighter coverage, definitely like a light to medium finish, very hydrating, very glowy under the eyes, just something that I really personally like. I just think I would get so much use out of this from like everyday makeup and full glam makeup and just all of the above. I think I would use this so much, but it is $22, which I think is a little much for concealers. Almost all the concealers that I have are drugstore concealers, or if they are a more expensive concealer, I bought them at a discount. I just can't spend so much for concealers when you can literally get so many amazing ones at the drugstore. But like I said, and I'll probably repeat a million times in this video, if I had the money, I would do it. All right, next, I would definitely pick up the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. This is $38, and I have been wanting this foundation for so long. I don't know what it is about it, but the minute it came out, I saw the packaging, I saw that it was a luminous foundation, and I just wanted it. I wanted it so badly. It just looks so gorgeous, and I haven't even like looked at too many reviews or people wearing it. I just know like that is gonna look so good on my skin. I don't know how I know it, but I just like feel it. I want it so bad. If it's on any sort of sale during 21 Days of Beauty or around Black Friday, Christmas, I'm going to like snatch it up, and even if it's not, I'm probably going to get it anyway. I just want to try it so badly, and they have so many shades. Just seems like the type of foundation that I would love. And while it is $38, and I feel like that's a little pricier, especially since when they launched their stick foundations, they were so like affordable. I just have a foundation obsession lately. I bought so many foundations. I just like using a new one every day. It's like so exciting. Okay, next is another Huda Beauty Obsessions palette. This is the Nude Obsessions eyeshadow palette. It's in the shade Nude Rich. This is the deepest one that they have, I believe. This one's $29. I don't know why it's more expensive than the other ones. I don't know if it's because like the packaging is plastic instead of cardboard, which doesn't make any sense. I don't know why they wouldn't just make it the same packaging for $2 cheaper. I don't know. But this one just looks so cool. It's such a pretty eyeshadow palette. I feel like it's giving me very like Valentine's Day, February, March vibes. You could definitely use it for like fall, winter makeup. I don't know. It just looks so pretty. And like I said, I'm kind of repeating myself at this point, but I love Huda's formula. It's really nice, and there's only 4. There's 4 shimmers in here. 4 shimmers and 5 mattes, which I do think is a really good, you know, ratio, and all of the mattes are very different from each other, which I really like, because it's hard to do eyeshadow palettes that are this small right, because a lot of times the shades can either look too similar or not similar enough. So I think that this is a really nicely curated palette, and I would totally love it. I love that middle shade on the top row. That looks stunning. All right, next I would get the Josie Maran Argan Enlightenment Luminizer. This just looks so pretty. I don't know what else to say other than it looks gorgeous. I've not heard anybody talk about this. I haven't seen any reviews for this. Nothing. But it's $26 and it just looks like such a pretty shade. And it did have pretty good reviews on Sephora. I'm just a sucker for liquid illuminators. I love them. It looks like it's going to be a very like luminizing, metallic, shiny type of formula as opposed to like a glittery formula, which I much prefer because I feel like sometimes if it's too glittery, it just looks really fake on the skin. It looks like it's kind of small, but I don't actually think that it is. How fast are you gonna go through a liquid highlighter? Maybe fast if you're me. Okay, next for $52, I would pick up the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer. I think in the shade Luminous Bronze Light. That one from the description seems like the one that I would use the most. I don't know. If I was actually gonna buy it, I would go through the shades and like look at reviews and maybe even go in and see them in person. But I love Hourglass's formula. I recently got this right here, which is the Ambient Lighting Blush in Diffused Heat. Oh my god, look how pretty it is. So this was actually available for my add-on for BoxyCharm for like $12, and I was like, snatched it. I got it so fast, but I would love to try the bronzer. I just really like light, kind of luminous bronzers too, so I think this would be perfect. But it's $52 and that's insane, and I won't buy that unless it's on the BoxyCharm pop-up. Then I will absolutely buy it. Okay, next to something that I just, oh my god, I want this so bad. This is the Benefit Cosmetics Cookie Highlighter. This is $30, which I don't think is insane. I've seen what it looks like on people. I think it looks amazing. I've seen it in person. I think it looks amazing. I just, oh, I want this so bad, and I really want to pick this up. I have a feeling that it'll be on sale during holiday, and if it is, it's going in my cart. Yeah, I would most definitely pick up Cookie. All right, now we're getting into some Charlotte Tilbury because I love Charlotte Tilbury so much. I love her as a makeup artist. I think she is fantastic. I love her makeup style. If I could wear that style of makeup every single day of my life, I would. And I have wanted the Hollywood Flawless filter for so freaking long. It's $44, and I think I would want it in the shade Light, which is number 2. It seems like something that you can just kind of put underneath makeup, on top of makeup. I don't know. I would just love to have this product and experiment with it because there's literally nothing else like it on the market. All right, next, this is something that I hate myself for wanting, and I don't know why I want it, and it's stupid, I know, it's way too expensive, and I'll never, ever, ever buy this. Like, I will never buy this, ever. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand in the shade Fair Medium. This is $38. For less than half an ounce is $38. I don't know what it is about this product that makes me want it, but I think it's from watching Charlotte Tilbury's videos, and Sam Ravindell, I believe, also had this. And I just think it's like the perfect shade. I could just see this being the perfect shade for my face, and I would definitely get so much use out of this product, but I would use it so fast. It's also in like a squeezy tube, so I feel like while the applicator is nice, I feel like the applicator would suck up a lot of product, and it'd also be hard to get all the product out, so that kind of sucks. But oh my gosh, I want this so badly. If it ever goes on super sale, I'll probably buy it, but I don't think it will, because Charlotte Tilbury stuff never goes on super sale. I would also love to try the RMS Beauty Living Luminizer. It's $38, and I liked the shade Magic Luminizer, which they claim is their like most like highlighty, like the brightest, most intense one. I know that this product was popular like a few years ago, and I wanted it then. That was when glowy makeup was like still like this like new thing. This was such a popular product. It is a little bit more expensive, being $38, but they come out with a lot more shades. They used to only have one, and I think that this shade would look better on me than the original shade that they came out with. It looks more like a champagne-y kind of shade, and it just looks so beautiful. And again, I have a thing for liquid and cream highlighters. Love them so much, so I would get that. All right, next would be the Milk Makeup Flex Highlighter in the shade Lit. I've heard like nobody talk about this. It's only $28 too, which is literally $10 cheaper than a Becca highlighter. So to me, I feel like that's kind of affordable. Plus, like, I have never gone through a highlighter except for Ofra Rodeo Drive. It's the only highlighter I've ever gone through. I do expect to see this in my collection in 2021, so watch out for that. But I just think it looks like it's such a gorgeous highlighter. I think it looks like it's so glowy, so beautiful, very creamy. And I think they said something in here that it has like hyaluronic acid in it. Yeah, hyaluronic acid hydrates so skin appears plump and smooth. I just think this would be such a gorgeous highlighter. It literally almost has 5 stars on Sephora, which you never see. Like, it's like 5 and like 3/4 stars. It's insane. Okay, so next I would have to pick up a full size of the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. Okay, I liked this before. Apparently TikTok discovered this now. People on TikTok are raving about this. I remember hearing about this for the first time when Tarte actually talked about it years ago, and I like bought it right after that. I've been using this for years and I love it so much. I love it so much, and it's just such a good fragrance. My mom hates the smell of it. Every time I put it on, she's like, are you wearing that Bum Bum Cream? My sisters hate it too. I love it. I don't know how anybody hates it. It smells so good. Anytime I take someone into Sephora, like my boyfriend or whatever, I'm always like, smell this, it smells so good. I shower every other day, which some people think is gross, but that's what I do. And I'll literally put it on after my shower, and then the next, not the next day, but the day after when I shower, I still smell it coming off of me in the shower. So love this stuff. All right, I definitely think I would pick up the Josie Maran Vibrancy Argan Oil Foundation Fluid. This is $45, and this is a foundation that Jaclyn Hill talked about like ages ago, and she would talk about this all the time, and it always looked so beautiful and glowy on her skin. And I know that a lot of people thought it was like too glowy at the time, but now that people are into glowy makeup, it has a lot better reviews, and it actually won an Allure Beauty Award. And I don't hear anybody really talk about this foundation much, but again, being someone who loves foundations and being someone who loves glowy foundations, I just think this would be such an awesome one for me to use. I would definitely want to pick that up. And I actually have another foundation next. This is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation for $39. And I have always wanted to try the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I've talked about it before, but I love the Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer, which I believe you can only buy at Ulta now. They don't have it on Sephora. They came out with like the bigger version. That's not the same formula, but I love this one. It's so hydrating, so smoothing, and I would love to try the Born This Way foundation. I know that it's kind of like an in-between satin finish, but I think that's beautiful. There's a time and a place for that. Plus you can always make that more like, you know, glowy, more hydrating, and I've just heard such good things about this. So yeah, I would definitely pick this up. All right, next I would get the Kosas The Sun Show Moisturizing Baked Bronzer in the shade Medium for $34. I heard Smokey Glow talk about this as well, and it just looked like it's such a beautiful formula. I also love that it's called the Moisturizing Baked Bronzer. I think that's so nice. It just looks like a really good bronzer. I love bronzers so much. I also like baked products a lot. I know some people don't, but I just think baked products look really pretty. And this one looks like it's a baked product that's like luminous but not glittery, which I like, and I think that makes all the difference. All right, another foundation. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Longwear Foundation for $44, which I actually don't think is that bad for her line, because her stuff is so expensive. Considering her little contour thing is $38 freaking, and then her foundation is not even $10 more. I just think the pricing's a little off there, but this looks really pretty. It looks like it's gonna be a very like flawless, airbrushed, glowy type of formula, especially because it has like kind of the same packaging as the Hollywood Flawless filter, so I get like those type of vibes from it. I know people don't love Charlotte Tilbury's foundations. I would just love to try it, and her packaging and her aesthetic is just so my aesthetic, so I just want to do it. Okay, so I would love to try the Kaja Beauty Bento Bouncy Shimmer eyeshadow trios. I really liked the one in the shade Orange Blossom, but there was a lot of different shades that I liked. These are $21, which is really nice considering you get 3 eyeshadows. It's like $7 a piece, which is literally almost like a Colourpop eyeshadow. And I actually have one coming to me from the BoxyCharm pop-up sale that they had. It's coming to me hopefully soon. So I have one and I get to try it. I don't remember what shade it is. It might be this shade. It might not. I don't know what shade it is. I forget. I just think that these look so beautiful, and I just heard that they're so good, and I love a good shimmery, glittery shade. So definitely would pick up one of those. I would also pick up the shade Toasted Caramel. It just looks so gorgeous. It's like some nice warm shades. Orange Blossom is more like pinky, purpley, and then Toasted Caramel is definitely more like champagne-y, brownish, neutrally colors. I would definitely pick up those two, and they're only 21 bucks, so that's not that bad at all, and I probably will end up picking up more if I like the one that I get from BoxyCharm. Okay, so for the next foundation, which is the last foundation, I would get the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. I've heard so many good things about this, and I've always wanted to try like MAC Face and Body Foundation. I just think that they seem so nice. They definitely seem like my aesthetic, that nice and watery, liquidy, light coverage formula. So I would love to try this, and it's only $40, which is not that insane. I mean, yeah, it is insane. It's a lot for it's a lot for a foundation. It's Dior, so I mean, $40 for a foundation, not that bad in my opinion. All right, I would pick up the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Luminous Light for $48. I've always wanted to try one of these, and especially now that I like the blush and I want to try the bronzer, I just think that having the highlighter would be the perfect like culmination of it all coming together. I would also like to try out maybe the palette instead. I might actually buy that since that's like $65 and one of these is $48. I know that they're like smaller, but like how often do you actually, like I said, go through a product? Especially someone like me with a big makeup collection, I don't go through highlighters very fast. So I would love to try either this one in Luminous Light or the palette. I just think they look really gorgeous, and these are something that I've heard about for years and years and years, and I've wanted for years and years and years. And then the last thing I would pick up is the Dominique Cosmetics Latte Palette. And this is $42, which I do think is a reasonable price for the eyeshadow palette. And I have tried Dominique Cosmetics before. I actually am decluttering her Celestial Thunder palette. I got it in a BoxyCharm and it's just not quite my thing, but I did love the formula. I thought it was really great, and I know I'm late to the party with this, but I've been wanting to pick up the Latte palette for a long time, and I'm hoping that it goes on sale during 21 Days of Beauty or during Black Friday for like half off, and I will totally scoop it up because yeah, I want it. It just looks so pretty. And that is it, you guys. That is all the things I would buy on Sephora for $1,000. So yeah, I hope you guys really liked this video. This was super fun. I would say you guys should do this too, but I don't really know what the point would be unless you want to film a video and start a YouTube channel and do it, then absolutely do it. But let me know some of the things that you might buy, or if there's any of the things that I mentioned that you have and you have like an opinion on it, let me know just in case I do end up buying them in the future. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know if you want to see the indie version of this, maybe a drugstore version or Ulta version. Please let me know down below. I would love to do it. Have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you are. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah.